Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. It is Angela the Traveling Crafter and it's time to make some tassels. And this is a collaboration hosted by our friend Jovi at Creating with Jovi. And she is hosting the hashtag Tassel a Day collab, where she has invited friends to post a project using or making tassels each day during the month of April. And she graciously invited me to participate, which I'm really excited about. So yesterday, I believe BB at BB's Closet Creations was on deck. So you want to hop over and watch her. All of the links to those participating channels and creators will be in the description box. And then tomorrow, I believe, let's see, who is following me? Cara Mia, Paper Confessions with Cara Mia. So two great gals who you won't want to miss. And there's a whole lineup of additional fabulousness participating. So I've got a big old lot of stuff in front of me, and these are all in different stages. I have made these before. There is an entire playlist, which is a part of my Sewing Notion Sunday. So there is an entire playlist for anything to do with sewing type related items. But we're going to revisit it with a spin on a few different things, and I'm going to take you through the process to make these from start to finish. So what will you need, my friends? Well, you need some spools. Now, let me just share with you that if you do not have spools, and if you are familiar with my epic estate sale that I attended, the Crafters Estate Sale, I have an entire huge tote full. So don't despair. I've got vintage spools for you. You will need some fabrics. Obviously, we got those. I've got laces. I've got ribbon. I've got fabric. I am using some 20 gauge wire and some E6000. Actually, this is B7000. This is from Temu, as well as Fabri-Tac. I have a box of jump rings over here that we will probably need to put our dangles on. So you'll need or want to have made some dangles in advance. I am not going to show you how to make dangles on this video, but I have several. If you just search Traveling Crafter dangles, you'll be able to find those. I have a variety of buttons and other bits and bobs, and I do have some chain. Now, the chain that I chose for all of the projects today are from old necklaces. So we got that. What else do we need? What else do I need? Anything else I'm seeing here that bits, bobs, beads, you know. Okay, so let's look at the ones that are pretty much completed. This one I wanted to do in all creams and whites and a little blingy. So I have a, I'm going to stand up because I'm afraid, I don't know how far I am away from the, so I've got a couple of little beads on the top. I just put this on here, the bulb pin, because I have a rack that I hang things on. But you can see there's a little piece there. There's just one little, it's actually one of these here. And then I've got laces and trims and eyelash trims. And then this was part of an old necklace that I just dangled on there and then added a couple more in a couple little spots to add it a little bit of elegance to it. So we've got that one that's finished. Is that the only one I have finished? No, this one is finished. This one has 3 of these little bobs on these. These were from Hobby Lobby. I got them pretty recently. And then I just added that to the bottom. And then a couple little ones. I made these a little more simple. There's a couple of vintage buttons that I've tied on, but just kind of cute. This is some vintage fabric on here. And let's see, I think the rest of them, is this one done? No. Okay, so we are going to set all of these aside. Oh, and I'm going to show you how to put the fabric on these two real quick because I've got them. So what if you don't have fabric? Well, not to worry. I have some, like this is washi tape. This one is also washi that I covered. I just wanted to try it. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap these. Let's see, can I bring you down? I'm going to bring it down just a little bit. So let's move these kind of aside. Just to give us, I'll leave all of the things that are up here that I need for each one of them. And I'll just leave those where they're at. So this is the one we're going to work on next. But let's go ahead and wrap these two because they're here. And I need to do them at some point. But they're really, really, really easy. All right, so this one, like I said, I just wrapped with a bunch of washi tape. And I'm just going to go across here like this. All the way around. And by the way, I'm recording this later in the afternoon. Now, there's this one that's red and blue, and then this that's black. So I want this to be on the top. So I'm going to put this kind of at the top of here. Maybe, oh, don't do that. Maybe eventually we'll make this into a shabby chic type of. All right, now I think I'm just going to glue that right on top of there because it kind of fits nicely. I'm just putting a little bit at the top so that catches. And then I'm just going to pull it taut. I'm going to make sure this is down. And that's all there is to it. So that one's all ready to rock and roll. And then this little itty bitty one, this is just a scrap. Well, I should probably make sure this goes around it. But I liked this little fabric. Ooh, barely. But that's okay. If you have fabric that doesn't quite make it on there, not to worry. Because you can add embellishments anywhere you wish. As long as it goes almost over the top, you're in good shape. See, there's just that little spot right there that nothing a little button or piece of bling can't fix. But there you go. All ready to rock and roll. So that's all you're going to do. You're going to want to cover it with whatever. And I really wished I wouldn't have left this underneath here. I did another video and I didn't take it down. But like I said, you can, use paper, you can use fabric, you can use washi tape. Anything will work. Okay, so what do we need for this one? Well, what I did when I created these, they looked very much like they did when I first popped on the video. I laid each of my color schemes out like you see right here. And then I generally picked a fabric or something to go around the spool, picked all of my gems, then picked all my ribbons and textiles and laid those out. And then I have just this piece of wire. So the first thing that you're going to want to do, and we're going to do this, hopefully I can get up here, is make a loop in the top of your, or make a loop at one end of the wire. So you're just going to turn it like this, turn it like that, bring it up, and you'll have to excuse my fingers. I've been working on lots of projects, and I've got inky stained fingers and nails. Okay, that's what it's going to look like. And then you're just going to clip this as close as you can to the end. And then I just usually give this a little squeeze. Do I have... I guess these are round. Okay, so now we have a loop in the bottom. This is going to be what goes right under here. so that I can hook things on if I so choose. All right. So all you're going to do for this one, maybe we'll add a couple. Well, let's put the fabric on here and then see. What was I doing with this? Oh, yes. Okay, so this one we're going to do a little bit different in that was just a scrap of, that's feed sack that I've got. And it was just a tiny little scrap, and it didn't fit the whole spool, but I liked the spool. And, oh, yeah, we'll use this one. So I'm going to just put it down on the edge of that. And, normally I would go quite a bit over, but I want all that red to show, so I'm not going to. So I need to just put a tad bit in here. And this is just, like I said, Fabri-Tac. Don't worry too much about it. Got it? Now, for this one, I thought it would be fun to put this on the bottom. So that's what we're going to do. So we're just going to get a little bit of that all the way around and press it into place. I'm actually going to pull this so I've got way more than I need. So let's cut this off. Now I'm going to have gluey fingers. There we go. And I don't know why I wanted this like that. I don't know what it's going to look like when we're done. But we're trying it. I may hate it and I may take it off, but all right. Now I do have, I could, just to kind of pull this together. Can I get a bow out of this? I don't know. I want to see what that looks like on that. I don't like that. However, I could do this. There we go. And perhaps, yes, we're going to do that. All right. Now I'm going to let this sit a little bit and dry. See, because that's why. Okay, let's just leave it alone and lay it right here. In the meantime, we need to decide what, if anything, do we want on the bottom of this? Do I want some things? Okay, let's just look what we got here. I got chain. Oh, I had that too. That would have been cute. Leave it alone, Angela. Forget it. We got these little dangles. We got this big domino. This tiny little one that can all go in here. But we have, oh goodness, did I already say that? It's that time of day. It's after work hours, and so everybody's walking their animals. I apologize. Okay, let's just see. I don't think I really, you know. Let's just get these. See, they're right above me. Once again, somebody's out walking their dog. So what you want to do is make sure you get these kind of even. I didn't go too crazy with the ribbons this time. Sometimes I go a little overboard. But, you know, it's fine. And at this point, before I put this onto here and wrap it, I need to decide if I want any thing underneath it. I don't really think I do. So what I'll do is just take one of these that is just kind of a neutral one, just to kind of, okay, how about just use 2 hands? Okay. I'm thinking. Do I want anything else on there? I don't think I want to use this yellow. I'm moving this yellow over here. Maybe I'll put one of these on there too, the blue. So this will be at the bottom. So now what I'm going to do is loop. I can't handle that. Put those in there and stick everything that I've got underneath this loop. And then I'm simply going to wrap. I'm going to make sure that I have all of my, everything staying on the side that it's supposed to be on. So see, I want to make sure that that orange is over there. There we go. I'm just going to pull it apart like this. And really, there's no right or wrong way to do this. You guys just do whatever. All you're trying to do is to make sure that when we flip this over, this is at the bottom. So if we wanted to hook something around it, we certainly could. And we're going to go up like this. I'm going to see if I can get, I know you probably won't be able to see this, and I might have to even take it off camera because I need to be able to see it. But what I'm doing is I'm just sticking that wire underneath one of its loops just to give it a little extra. And sometimes this gets a little wonky. I'm just going to tell you. Okay. Hold this like that, and I'm just going to pull this. Oh, did I not get it through there? No. There we go. So you're just going to pull this up. And this is where it sometimes gets wonky because it gets stuck in there. Twisted sister. Let's see, and just keep pulling on it. Come on. How many of these did I do before we went on camera? A lot. Did I have this problem the entire time? No, I did not. There we go. And now see how it's kind of just around there like that? And then I'm going to take it off camera and I'm just pulling it really tight. All right, now at this point, we've got the spot in which, if we choose to put a dangle on there, we can. And I'm just going to go ahead and put this one on because I still want to make sure, yeah, that's still not dry all the way. So these are just pieces of chain with a, what do you call that? Lobster claw on it. So I'm just going to hook this on the bottom. And I'm just going to, whoops, sorry about that. I'm just going to kind of pull these down to make that cover this. So on here, I may just add, you know what? I don't know that I want all of these on there. I think I'm going to take, okay, hang on. We're going to take this one off. It's just too much. It's too much black. And of course I use the really heavy. There, let's just leave it at 2. And we'll have this available for another time. Goodness gracious, my glue is everywhere. Okay, so let's just lay this out here. Normally, I would probably do this after I put the spool all on and all of that. But since we want it to dry, we're going to do it now. So perhaps that little cutie, where are my... Let's stick him on a, what color should we? Let's use red. I'm not sure I'm totally happy with all of my color choices on this one, but that's all right. Perfection is not what we're striving for today. So I'm just going to put this on here, and I'm just going to maybe, so I see that it's going to be there. So maybe we put this, and I'm kind of putting it through just like you would a regular safety pin. What else do we got? That we can put on with a, I think we're going to put this on here too. I don't know. Maybe I won't want, oh, I have an idea. I think what we will do is not put the chain on this particular one at all, because I've got this big domino and I really kind of like it. So let's take you off. And let's just put you on here. And this has a bulb pin, so I have lobster claws on some of them. This is already on a bulb pin, so we're just going to put that in the middle. Oh yeah, that's cute. Okay, now let's hold it up here. And let's see. We got one here, we got this here, we got that there. Or we could have done this one there. Nah, we'll do that on here somewhere. How about, might be too much, but we'll put it over here. And the thing is, oh, I just got my skin. It wasn't my skin. It was probably, okay, there's 4 on there. Let's put this on there too. And again, what I started to say was it's easy because you can just take things on and off and play around with it, and you're not hurting anything by doing that. So let's put this on there. Oh my goodness, I don't know if I could. I've got more videos to do today, friends. Okay. Where do we want you to be? That way it's a little 1, 2, 3, 4. We need one more. How about we put it down on this blue, kind of towards the bottom. There we go. Okay, so the bottom of our tassel is now complete. Done. I'm still not convinced that this little guy is dry, so we're gonna, yeah, it still needs a little bit of work. So let's put that aside and let's work on one that we are guaranteed is ready to roll. All right, so here's the pink one. Now, I wasn't loving how this was looking on the side, so I just put these little yo-yos with a tiny bit of bling in it. I do have some chain as well as part of a necklace. So we're going to see what this looks like because I'm not positive. Oh, you need to be glued on there. Now, if you didn't want that on there, you could take it off, but I kind of like the old look. There we go. I feel like this is not going on. This is not the right one. Okay, hang on. What do you think? That one goes with that. This one goes with this. I'm going to use this one on here. I like it better. I'm going to glue you on here too, but there's no hole on that end. Did you see that? It just popped right off. So what we're going to do is take my pokey tool and just make a small hole in there. Hopefully when I thread that through. There we go. Okay. So let's decide. I kind of just like it like that. I'm thinking if I want, I just think it looks a little bit better. And then just add 2 simple little, yeah. All right, so do we want anything on the top? Well, because I didn't plan for this way, let's see. Oh, here. There's one of those beads. I bet that will fit on there. Let's see. I don't think I have another pink. Oh, yes, I do. Here's a pink one. And here's this. Let's just see. You kind of have to audition your beads. See what you think. That needs something else. Luckily, I have some beads over here. Whoa. Oh, that would have been a catastrophe, wouldn't it? I hope you guys are all doing awesome. I am doing great. And if you're watching the Jovi's hashtag A Tassel a Day collab, what have you learned? What have you tried? What are you going to try? All right, I just have this pink thing of beads over here. I think it might work. Oh, I like these. Oh my gosh, my fingers. I can't even handle it. Okay, so maybe we put this one on the bottom. The important thing when you're making tassels like this is really to get your loop and your wire at the bottom and make sure you decide and do that loop. It doesn't hurt to just do it every single time. And that way, if you decide at the last minute you want to add something, it's there. Not that one. This is cute. I wonder what it would look like. It might look like too much, but there's a heart. Where did I get these at? And how do I get them open without spilling all over? That was a bad idea. Well, that's going to be a project for later. Isn't this a heart? I think. Let's see if you can even tell. Yeah, I like that. Yes, that's cute. Okay, here's what's going to happen with these. They're all going in here because I opened it upside down. Yep, sure did. There's something with me, I've mentioned this before, but there's something about me and beads that I kind of like them in those containers where I can rifle through them. Now, all I'm doing right here is just adding a little bit of Fabri-Tac just to make those kind of stick. It's not going to really do anything for the moment until I get it all together. But I'm liking that. All right, so now all I'm going to do... Oh, Zenny, for the love of God. Stop. Now, I know that looks crooked right now, so it will be okay in a minute. She's really gotten into a bad habit of that well, I mean, I know Ruby gets blamed for a lot of stuff, but she never barked before. But, you know, Ruby's a guard dog, so now she's like, well, there's people. Ruby does it. I better do it too. Oh, it's just so fun. And, you know, she weighs a whole 6 pounds. It's not like anyone is scared of her bark or her bite, for that matter. Okay, so we'll just add these two. I'll add this one. Probably, I'm close to the bottom. So these are really simple. I know they might look like they're complicated. They really aren't. All right, I'm wondering. Okay, I'm changing my mind once again. Let's do this. I think what we will do is take this one off. I don't think we need all of that. This brush bronze color. I think it's just too much. We'll put you here. We'll put you here. How does that look up? I'm trying to decide where I want. Let's put this up here because it's quite long. Jovi and I both have things going on at the same time this month. And if you are following along with the Give a Scrap Hop, what do you think? Are you having fun? We're only on day 4. So Kara, for what? Man, she's going to be a busy girl. She's doing both of our challenges and right very close to each other. So Kara from Paper Confessions with Kara Mia is hers should have debuted today. And yesterday was Pam at Pam Van E. So we got lots of stuff going on. And it is the 4th of April. And on April 6th, so Saturday, I'm trying to decide where I want this. Jovi will be my guest on the Traveling Crafter and Friends with Carrie and Carolyn, Sandy, and I. So that's exciting. Okay, that one's pretty much done. I hope you're seeing that these really are not that hard. Are you dry yet? I think we're safe. I think we're safe. We don't have much left to do. And I think that, so I didn't love this, and if it were going to be, if it weren't hidden by this lace, I think I would probably put something there. But we're going to see if we can, I'm going to put one of these discs in there, though. It just makes me feel better. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue on here. For no other reason, just to, like, give it a little stability. And then that just goes right on top of that. Do I like that? Like that? I do. I don't mind it. Kind of looks like, I feel like I needed to put a little girl on there, you know, like a, make this her dress and then this her body. Put a head on it. Okay, now we got a decision because I don't know. Well, you know what we could do? How about, that's a cute, this is a cute button. Could we make this? Let's see what happens if I let's start with this. Okay, and then we'll go, come on, you can do it. Nope. I want that blue one on the top. Okay, let's just see, yeah, the blue one on the top. So let's just go, they're not going to lay just, well, maybe they will. I kind of like that. Let me see, do I? I need to hold it up. No. I really want to use that blue button. You know what I'm thinking, don't you? I don't know if I like it there, though. Okay, I need something to give this some don't judge, we're just gonna try it. Well, that's a lot of tassel. Nope. Okay, let's see, what else do I have? Handy dandy. Oh goodness, those are kind of juvenile. Let's see. But I do have some wooden beads right here. Sorry, that's just my little garbage can over the... All right, let's look in this little... We got green. Oh, here's blue. I don't... Oh, there's a red one. I couldn't find any red ones earlier. Let's try... See what happens if we do... Okay, liking that. We'll just put all 3 on and see what that looks like. And if we don't like it, then we just take ones off. Okay, I've got to. Oh, I'm losing stuff over there. I'm thinking that 3 is too much. So I'm thinking the green and maybe the red. Yeah. All right. all I'm going to do, and I have the E6000 because on some of them I had beads that were more kind of dainty, and I thought that that would hold them down better. Okay, so now I'm just going to hold this really tight, the beads in my hand. I'll set them aside so they can dry, and you just make that loop. The best way to make this happen is by having the round nose pliers, and that will make certain that your, well, that doesn't look very round right now, but that your loop is as round as it can get. And then we just need to give it a squish because I can see a little bit on there. Okay. All right, let's take a look at this. You need to dry, so we're going to have to set you aside. I feel like we need to add some things. Let's see. Let's see if I can do this. I will also tell you the truth that they do, it is kind of a lot to you have to have a lot of supplies, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So it's not like you can just, it's definitely not a 5-minute craft, and I'm not going to claim it is, but this is not working. Kind of it is, but not really. Darn it. I'm being very quiet. All right, Angela, how about pick a different ribbon to do this on? That would be smart. Grosgrain is probably not the one. Here, you know what? Forget that. Let's just see if we can make this work. And I'm just using, this is my embossing. Oh, Angela. Well, it's gonna look cool if I can make it happen. There we go. Come on. Keep going. Come on. This does not want to work. Okay, let's try this one. This is also grosgrain ribbon. Probably not going to work there either. Or you just leave well enough alone and stop jacking it around and say, it looks pretty. Way to go. See, you think you're like really working hard at it and you're getting all this ribbon and stuff through there, and then it's not. There we go. Oh, see how cute that looks once it's on there? Lord help me. All right. Problem is it's got to have a big knot. Better do it 3 times because I just missed that one. Oh, for goodness sakes. Is it going to fit? I think so. All right, there's that one. Oh, that was painful. I'm not going to do any more of those now because that was just too much. But I can always add them later when I have more time and possibly more patience. All right, you know what? I've been kind of itching to do this green one. So let's go ahead and get the top on it, and then we'll decide what we want to do with the bottom. Oh boy, he slid off there a little bit. That's okay. See, I've got this little frog I want to put on there somewhere. So I only have like 2 dangles, and I don't even know if I really, well, yeah, that's got some pink in it. All right, what if we put this green one? Oh, that fits right in there. And what about you? Nope. How about we do it the opposite? Oh, Zenny, zip it. Zip it. Oh, that fits in there nice too. However, I think this will be too much, and I don't know that I have one. Yeah, that's still too big. Okay. Whoop. Hang on. Let's see what I got over in this little... I got this little yellow one. And I haven't even small... Oh, that's yellow. Man, that won't work. I got a lime green one. Come on. I wonder if I can find a small... You know what? Let's use a letter G, because on here I found, just laying around, I found a little word that said garden. I don't know where it came from. It just happened to be... Oh, I can't. I mean, well, I can, but it's sideways. That's silly. Okay. Well, nix that. Let's just see. I need a small, darker green one, and I think that green one that I had is the smallest one. Ooh. I mean, there's just a smidge. I don't want to use that one. Okay. You know what? We're just going to use this, and we're going to see if we have something that is tiny and clear. Oh, here's this. Nope. Here's just a little, maybe we'll do this. It just needs to be broke up or something. And yes, I could get into my cabinet over here and start digging at beads, but you would not appreciate that. Maybe I just leave that alone. Nope. You know what? I'm just not gonna put anything on there. Just leave it alone. Oh, wait. Is this one smaller? No, that's bigger. Okay. Just leave it alone. All right, so we're gonna put a lot of glue around here. So that ends up adhering. I'm really gonna let this bother me, aren't I? Oh, we could, no, that's yellow. Do I have one that's green? Stop, Angela. Just get over yourself. See, but it's going to come off of here if I don't have something on here. Do you see what I'm saying? If I just make that loop, that bead is going to pop right off of there. What else do I have that's handy? Anything? Oh, here. This is handy. This is handy. Let's see if I have a... No. I'm going to hold that while I'm looking. All of the greens. Oh, here. I found it. It's tiny. Now, we're going to put some glue in here. So we needed a bead with a smaller hole, because if I put that loop on the top, that yellow one would just, I mean, it might not right away, but it would eventually, yeah, that's okay, slide past there. And we don't want that to happen. Oh, that was a killer inch. Okay, so I'm just going to wrap. And I pull pretty tight. And then I'm there. That circle's a little bit better. And clippy dippy. And yes, I do use way too much wire, but I'd rather have too much and then be able, because I can always use it to make dangles. So that's why I don't worry too much about it. There we go. Now he needs to lay, probably needs to sit up. Okay, now we got all these goodies to put on here, and I really want to put this frog on here. Isn't that cute? Yes, it is. Oh, I forgot I have all this. I'm not going to do, am I? I just think that's too much on these. These just don't lend themselves to, I just don't know. I mean, they're perfect for some, like a little more Victorian one maybe, but we'll just put this in there. That way it has a little tiny bit of pink. We'll put a little froggy right here. Cute. And like I said, I don't have a lot of stuff to put on. Do I have another? Here's a green one. And then I may be able, let's see, so this one hangs down to there. This one's over here. Let's make this one over here. And I should be able, she says. Oh, I still haven't got my chair fixed. Here, let's do this. Let's try it with this. Maybe instead of that. Oh, that's not going to work. Is it? I think it's going to pop right through there. Will this work? I don't know. What happened to my bead? No. Darn it. I could have also probably put some tape on the end of it. Okay, that's kind of in there. Do I have any? Okay, come on. You can do this. Yeah, I need this. Oh, there they go again. You can hear their little pitter-patter of feet. I have to say, Ruby has been better at not barking. Like, I'm not saying she doesn't, because that would be wrong, but her listening skills have improved as of late. There we go. Oh, I really do like these beads on here. I think that really makes it pop. And I know we're probably way past time. I should probably look. We'll make this one our last one. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that you follow along. Check out the girls that I mentioned that are next up. And let me know what you think, and let me know if you're going to give these a try. I'm going to finish these up, and I will show you the end result of all of them on an upcoming video. But until then, friends, we did get quite a bit done. Here we go. Here, I'll show you each one. We got that one. We got this one that needs a few more buttons. That one had what do you call it on there? Washi. This one that's a little more elegante. This one. And so these will just go up on my wall that used to be a jewelry wall that my mom made for Demi, and they'll be ready to roll. So I hope you liked it. Until next time, friends, remember to take time to just be. We'll see you soon. Cheers.